Now you listen to me real good. I've told you once, I said it 1,000 times. You get out of those pagan, satanic, religious, Christian churches. Christians do not follow the commandments of the Bible. Christians do what they want to do. They make up their own laws, their own rules, and their own regulations. Come out of her, my people, and come out from among them. And it's real simple and easy to ascertain who are these people you need to come out from. Easy. Number one, if they keep Sunday, that's an automatic sign that you need to not have any fellowship with these commandment-breaking, wicked deceivers and seducers and bewitchers of the truth. Simple. Modern day, to bring it up, the drafters of the Constitution of the United States of America, not a one of them had a marriage license. Yeah, that's right. George Washington didn't have a marriage license. Thomas Jefferson didn't have a marriage license. None of them had a marriage license. And they had wives and concubines. And the majority of all their concubines were black Hebrew slaves. Thomas Jefferson loved black women. You ever heard of Sally Henning? The marriage license in this country came into being and play because, see, it was okay for the white slave master to lay with the black slaves because they had no rights. They were 3/5 humans. They didn't matter anyway whatsoever at all. You understand what I mean? And they were considered property. And since the blacks in this country was considered property, there was no sin, because since you own that property, there's no sin. But if white slave master's wife wanted mandingo, that's the black slave man, he would get lynched. Besides, he'd probably get beat half to death first. Then they lynch him. Sometimes they burn him. Sometimes the master would kill his wife, and if some of them pretended like it was the master's baby, and when it came out it was Mandingo's baby, they would kill the baby. See, the Bible constitutes sex as marriage. In any way, shape, fashion, or form you look at it. Uh-oh. But when you have another culture trying to define to you what the Bible says, you're confused. Is this making sense? So they pass laws to saying if a white woman is going to marry a black man, miscegenation laws. We're going to give them the privilege. We're going to license them. We're going to give them the right. Because remember, slaves didn't have rights to marry. You had to be a white woman that really loved that black man back then, because you're going to live in utter poverty. It had to be something more than what we got today. Uh-oh. And mind you, there wasn't no romance in this either. Y'all getting this, right? So the marriage license came about because of the mixing of nations. Well, being the good old benevolent, righteous government that the United States of America is, if you believe that. They says, you know what? We making a lot of money off these marriage licenses. Why don't we just pass it into law for everybody? But let's not disclose to them the terms to this contract, though. That's hidden in another file. It's not even written even on the license that you get. And what we're going to do, modern day, is we're going to have all these people who make an agreement or license with us. We're not going to tell them that they're actually passing their seed through the fire of Moloch. We're going to let them people believe that their children is their children, but the truth is, as soon as they contract with us, they are our children. If you don't believe it, we have an institution set up called the Department of Human Services and the Department of Social Services. And we're going to enforce those laws by guns. So I have a question to ask you. Think about this. If you didn't get the license, then that means your child is yours. The state can only have jurisdiction where you agree with their licenses. That's why we tell you over and over again. When you get a marriage license, all you people out there against polygyny, you lying hypocrites, you barbaric beast. When you got a marriage license, you entered into a third-party contractual agreement with an entity called the state. You already in a polygynous relationship, fool. Now, I know this is getting brutally painful, but it's just the truth. What the state regulates, what it licenses, it can regulate. That's why you always feel powerless when the social worker comes knocking at the door and have the sheriff's department with them. See, in the old days, if you came talking about you was going to take somebody's child, you would got shot in the face. See, today we're more afraid of laws. Oh, boy. I tell you, this may be a little too rich. This may be a little too rich, huh? Now, don't get me wrong now. The state has benefits. If they're willing to give you all kinds of benefits. They'll give you benefits, man. They'll let you claim the seed of Moloch, what you think to be your seed, on taxes. You got to ask, I can't make this choice or decision for you. That's up to you. Going down and getting a marriage license may be in your best interest. It may be good for you. It may be something you want to do. But we found out in the ministry as we've grown in grace, knowledge, and truth that it's not good for us. That's what we found out. So since we found out it's not good for us, we stopped getting marriage license. However, if we can find some way to jack the state, because the state is always jacking us. I mean, if two people are 60 years old, they want to get married, and especially if you're married to someone that has a retirement, go get their marriage license. You know why? Because you ain't going to have no baby at no 60 years old unless we're going to have a miracle from y'all. You go get their marriage license so you can keep the benefits rolling. Taking Federal Reserve notes and everything else you can from the system. You kindly go down there and say, I was here to get a license.
This is not illegal. This is lawful. The system is set up. You're a woman, you're getting ready to get married to a man, and you see that he has a little bit of substance on it, go sign them papers. Because regardless, the state, they're going to get inheritance tax anyway. But if you don't go sign the paper, they're going to get all of it. Yeah. How are we doing? Are y'all all right? You all right? So if you know somebody you're getting ready to be married to, you know that they have substance. Marry the one that has substance so we can keep it all in the family. That's wisdom. But when you're young, you have to ask yourself, do you want the state running your home? I got a question to ask. This upcoming school year is pivotal. A lot of people are talking. We're going to see how many people really going to exercise their right to school their children. Because they're getting ready to do a clean sweep, just like the Supreme Court did by passing this homosexual, perverted law into law. They're getting ready to put transgender signs on every bathroom. Now you got to ask yourself, do you want your child to be subject to that? What is the cost for obeying Yah? A job? See, the truth is, and most people say, well, we just don't make enough. Time out. I've been doing this too long. You mean you don't make enough for your lust? Used to be people would be content with the one medium income that will come into the home, and they will be happy. And I'm going to tell you a secret in case you don't know it. Money don't buy you happiness. If you have to go out and spend your days chasing a dollar, you've lost the greatest resource that is totally unrecoverable, which is time. You got to ask yourself, all these, it may be a benefit for you. It may be something you want to do. But we found out it's something we don't want to do. We like being free. We don't like the government come knocking on our doors, talking about, because when they come knock on the door, they come knock on the door because they want to make sure that their child is taken care of. And you're the one going to foot the bill for it. So you got, and believe you me, I do not mean to insult you preachers, you teachers, you fine clergymen. But majority of your preachers are dumb as hell. They are stupid. The only thing they're doing is repeating what the religious order of the day did before them. Not that they give a damn anything about you or the truth. They only care about keeping business as usual. I said, hell no. If I'm going to be a preacher and y'all made me one, we're going to serve the truth in the Truth Straitway. That's all it's going to be. We're going to serve the Most High Yah. I knew that everybody ain't going to be coming to this because the way is too straight. It's too narrow. He said few that there's going to be that's going to find this. It's stupid as hell you're a preacher. 40, 50, 60 years old, running down to the damn state to get a marriage license. See what ignorance has done? We call them our children. Now ask yourself, are they really your children if you contracted with the state? No, they're not. And we can go in many, many areas. But marriage is basically defined when you have sex. And that man is responsible for you all the days of your life. Now, mind you, this was way before the dowry system or the bride price was even implemented. I told you, today's woman, their bride price is a movie, a dinner at McDonald's, and Motel 6. And it's not even a guarantee since they don't do the marriage thing. That's what they say, this culture. We just boyfriend and girlfriend. We have a disagreement, I forget you, I'll go get somebody else. Ooh. See, that's cultural differences. Now, I'm going to end it on this. We're married to the Most High. Well, we ain't married yet. You're right, we're not married. We're betrothed. Thereby married. Already has an agreement. We can't be going around, whoring around on him. Serving other religions and other gods. Yeah, I'm talking about other religions, other faiths that don't preach and teach this word. This truth. And if you choose to go out there like this one man said, ain't nothing going to move him from Christianity. You just ain't moving into the kingdom. Because Yah is not a Christian. The Bible says over and over again that he's the God of the Hebrews. See, this is laying it to the line. All you have to do is pick up the Bible and read it for yourself. He doesn't want us going around a whoring on him. He takes this covenant thing very serious. We can't do like Americans do today. We're going to call off the engagement. No, in Israel, once you have an engagement, that's it. So I know we're learning because we so dumb and stupid. We've been carried so far away from our culture. That's why now I'm talking on it. See, now I'm talking on it. It's etched in stone. It's already been etched in stone, but that's what we're going to come up with the understanding of today. Of the reason why over here, when the covenant was given to us, you transgressed the covenant, death was the solution. Over here, you still get the same judgment. It's just that you get to remain alive until death. But death is still the solution. The difference is, when we received the law, we were a free people. Now we're over in the New Testament, we are people in slavery. We're in bondage to another nation. And these nations don't kill people for committing adultery. Y'all same yesterday, today, and forever. He don't change. So when he said that you are his and you belong to him, that's exactly what he means. What are people doing today? They're whoring on him. They're leaving these laws, statutes, and commandments. How do they do that? Well, if you're around the people that is keeping the law, because the instruction says, forsake not the assembly together, as the manner of some is. And today, people get pissed off. They go forsake, and they think, "What you're not leaving us." Because you ain't going to find another place on this earth that is more serious about serving Yah than Straitway. Most people talk about it, pay attention to the lifestyle. We let our life do the talking. And so when you leave us, you're really leaving the Father and you're going to whore. I know you don't see it that way. Why? Gentile in mindset. Uncircumcised in heart. It's just... So most of you, Christianity will suit you. That doesn't mean you're going to glory, but it may suit you. But as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Most High Yah. Oh yeah, we're going to serve the Most High Yah. Man, is this breaking it down? This breaking it down to the lowest common denominator, isn't it? You can't break it down no more. I'm sure you can. But we ain't going to spend another 2 hours breaking this down. So you have choices. You have decisions you need to make, because I'm telling you, this school year coming up, you need to ask yourself if you want your children to be influenced by this culture. Because Jesus said, an evil and an adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. He gave us that sign. Why? Warning before destruction. He talked about this generation is just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Again, warning before destruction. All warnings. That's how you know. See, our children, they may be, that's why I did this natural stuff, trying to put a lot of stock in this natural stuff. You better get born again. You better get born of this spirit. The real true spirit, something that's going to keep you. Because this culture gives people today options. It gets to feed the lust of the flesh. Not that they care about any substance. Why would you want your child to go out there and immerse around other pagans and Gentiles that's going to do nothing but just curse and spurn the God of the Hebrews with their Halloweens, their Christmases, their Easters, their Valentine's Day, their St. Patrick's Days? What your child going to learn? I remember when we had our children in the public school system before we got here. They have to take our child and put them in another classroom if that classroom was celebrating Halloween. Because we wouldn't let our children mess around with that stuff. How do you think I got so motivated to say, you going to homeschool, honey? See, Straitway is built on one man taking leaps of faith without having a backing behind him. But I had a backing behind me. You know, built on going against wind and tide. Yeah, it is. It's built on faith. Everybody's done left me but the Father. And then he gave me a brand new family. Isn't that beautiful? Gave me a brand new family. And I'll take this family over them dang jackals any day. Huh? And it's my job to make sure that we stayed betrothed. Lord to the King. This life is all about us navigating and rebirthing all the things that has been lost so that we can know how to please the one who is betrothed to us. See, we're good wives. We want to please him. You know, we don't want to be like Beyonce and Bootsy and all them. We want to cover ourselves. We want to veil ourselves. Huh? We want to go around a woman uncovered, showing all her shame. But to the Gentiles, it's glory. That's why the phallic symbol in this culture is worshipped. So I hope we learned something about marriage. Y'all all right? Uh-oh, look at him looking.